What is up, everybody? Flow Gaming here. Now we are back in Fallout 4. It's been a while. So I got a couple other people in the party that are playing Fallout as well. We're gonna be reviewing everything we know about Fallout 76, and yeah. So, first of all, the trailer just released about what, like a couple days ago. So
2 days.
2 days ago?
Mm-hmm.
Feels like a while ago. Okay, so there's a lot of speculation if it's gonna be multiplayer or not, and I think we're pretty sure it's gonna be base building. A lot of it, because they explained on the TV. Remember the TV scene where it's like where the dude's narrating. He's narrating about like what we're gonna be doing, like how they're gonna explore and rebuild. So I wonder. I feel like it is gonna be multiplayer because, like, somebody that's leaked Fallout 4 in the past and was right about everything 6 months before Fallout 4 came out. Like, before anybody even knew they were gonna make another Fallout, because at that point, everybody lost hope for another Fallout. And then this dude just leaked, he leaked the scripts for, like, the intro of Fallout, like, what the Sole Survivor would say. Or Sole Survivor. And then he got all of that right, because in the E3 demo for the game, everything that was on that script is in the game. So we know he's pretty accurate, so... He said it's gonna be multiplayer / co-op, so... What do you guys think?
Possible.
Do you think it'll be as bad as Skyrim? Or
No.
Elder Scrolls Online?
Only 2 people. There's only 2 people I'd probably win.
Well, a lot of people are speculating that on the board game, there was 5 players for the board game. Do you think it'll allow 5 players in a match, or what?
Maybe 4 or 5.
I'm speculating that too. I don't know how many people are exactly going to be in it, but I know it's going to be multiplayer. I'm pretty sure of that. But, quick question. Do you guys think that they'll improve it better than Elder Scrolls Online to where it won't be as a catastrophe as bad as that? Or do you think it'll be probably just as bad?
I mean...
Oh, you guys have it on the party settings where live streams could hear your voice?
I have it. So.
Okay. So what were you saying?
Sorry, I forgot what I was saying.
Okay, I'm gonna go over my point of view on it. So my point of view on co-op is, I feel like they could do good with it, because if you think of it, like, it is a game that could fit well with multiplayer. Rather than Elder Scrolls is made kind of like a single-player game, this could be multiplayer in a way. Because if you think of it, like, Knights and Magic, yeah, there is, like, games that have already done that and that have been successful, but a Fallout game doing, or a Skyrim or Elder Scrolls game doing that doesn't sound right. So I feel like that's why it went down.
I don't think it would fit in with the canon.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, it's supposed, depending on what the story should be, like, because you're supposed to be, like, by yourself aside from the companions.
Yeah.
What if your companions are your friends?
Yeah, maybe, like, they're gonna remove the companion thing, or maybe have it still, but, like, not as major as people, like maybe animals and such. So if you want to have a player, it'll possibly be, like, your friend, you know? Maybe. And I feel like they could do good with it, because if you think of it, like, it's a multiplayer, like, I could see it possible. Like, as long as it's not in, like, a big base of players, like, it was just co-op and maybe 3 or 4 people, I feel like it'd be pretty successful. I don't know.
Maybe.
Because Fallout 4, it was okay. It just lacked a lot of story. So I feel like if it had the story, Fallout 76, I feel like they did pretty good. The gameplay in Fallout 4 is pretty good, it's just the story was lacking. So do you think the story will be as good, or what?
Maybe.
So, there's another thing I was gonna talk about. Oh, its location. So it's gonna be based in, people are speculating, West Virginia. You think it's gonna be in West Virginia?
If
Maybe.
you look at the other Fallout games, Vault 76 was in, I forgot where it was.
Fallout 3 and the one DLC called Mothership Zeta. Those are referenced. Which, by the way, it was also referenced on a terminal on the logs and Vault. It's gonna be near the DC area, which we saw a lot in Fallout 3. So it's gonna be sandwiched kind of like in between there and like Boston, kinda. Cause in Fallout 4, there's Vault 75. So you know it's in the local area, cause usually the vaults, the numbers wise, they're kind of somewhat decently together. So do you think there's going to be anything from Fallout 3 that you might see, or you think it's going to be like
Those
different?
weird guys. Like they were yeah, 4 like the it was. They look like spiders that are people. They might add those in.
Do you guys have any theories on the game that you might want to explain?
Not really. I mean, like, we just basically just got a... There wasn't really much in the trailer, so...
But what do you think about the multiplayer theory? Do you think it's possible?
In my opinion, no.
Really?
I don't think it would sit well with the canon.
They could do something like what Minecraft did, where you can invite like a certain amount of friends on one server.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Where they would, like, you would invite your friend and they would be able to join.
Yeah, you and me had like a talk about how they should add it in Fallout 4. Remember that?
So, you think any gameplay mechanics will be improved, or do you think it'll be practically the same?
Yeah,
like Fallout 4?
probably.
Like, what do you think would be changed, personally?
In my opinion, what's it called? The graphics look a lot enhanced. And like...
Well, Mara, it's your first time playing the game.
I know, but like, it looks a lot enhanced from what we've seen.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I think there will be like some Pip-Boy enhancements too.
Wait, do you think it'll be do you think the setting on time will affect it a lot? Because if you didn't know, Fallout 3, 4, and New Vegas are set almost a couple hundred years, like 100 to 200 years after. This game is set around 25 years after the bombs dropped, which is like the earliest Fallout franchise has ever seen. Do you think it'll be very different from other Fallouts?
It depends.
It might be a battle royale.
People are saying there might be a battle royale, but I feel like that's actually retarded. I feel like that is a very, very bad thing.
I know, it'd be a bad thing if you do.
I feel like you'd be able to raid other people's like worlds and stuff, where you could like join them and then just go and like steal other stuff.
I mean, like the battle royale, like trend. If you notice,
I think that this game like, would just do it so bad that it would just destroy the game.
If it did a battle royale system, then because like obviously, it's just going to. I mean, like with games like Fortnite, PUBG, H1Z1, it's just this trend is going to die, and like with dying trends, it's just it would just bring a downfall to a game. So somehow I don't think that they would do that.
Do you think there's gonna be a lot of like? Do you think if it does become multiplayer, do you think it'll have like as much missions and quests as other previous Fallouts? Fallout 4, New Vegas,
Maybe.
and 3.
Oh, my Fallout 4 just crashed.
Do you guys know who the Enclave is?
No.
I did.
The Enclave is a...
Don't you kill him?
It's the military post-war. So like whatever was left from the US military after the bombs were dropped. Do you think you'll see them in this game? Because later on, the Brotherhood of Steel wiped them out. Yeah, so
Only 25 years
Probably.
they could still be possibly around. But then again, they could just be still in hiding. Do you think
Well,
we'll
yeah,
run into them a lot, or they'll just be...
Yeah, I think.
I think we're gonna run into them, because if you think of it, 25 years, not a lot of the factions are, like, produced or made yet. A lot of them are just starting up as, like, little gangs or whatever. Like the Brotherhood.
Could very well be.
What's your opinion on Fallout 4? Do you think it did good, or do you think it was like a meh type of game compared to the older Fallouts?
I just started playing Fallout 4.
What's
so-
your point of view on it so far?
So far it's my favorite game.
Do you think you would buy the newer Fallout if it were to come out?
Well, of
So-
course, yeah. I mean, like, I started playing Fallout New Vegas, like, a few months ago, and I kind of got bored of it.
What do you think about
'Cause,
New
like-
Vegas? Do you think it's better than 4?
No.
What about story? Do you think Fallout New Vegas story is better? Because if you did not know,
I played
Fallout New
I gotta
Vegas
go.
has over 2,000 more dialogue than any other Fallout games. So, do you think the quest could possibly, there's more quests, or...
Okay, I gotta
Maybe.
go. Bye.
Bye. So what do you think about the new Pip-Boy? Do you think it'll have a lot different modes that you could use, or do you think it's going to be, like, practically the same?
Probably.
What do you think you'll, like, is there any, like, monuments? Do you think there's any places you'll see, possibly, in the game?
It's been, yeah, probably.
And another thing, do you think more buildings will be standing up? Because you never know, some of these buildings could be destroyed after the bombs dropped from either weathering or just battles that's happened afterwards. So do you think that there's more of the buildings are going to be standing? Or do you think that it'll just be as messed up?
Maybe. It'll probably be more and more messed up because, like, the bombs that dropped were very recent.
Mm-hmm.
So, could very well be.
So you're saying, like, the time it's from the bombs dropped till now that, like, they've rebuilt pretty much?
So there could be more radiation intact, like.
Oh yeah, there's definitely more radiation, but do you think the building structure will be more intact? Because if you think of it, the weathering from, like, say, raider battles that possibly destroyed buildings even far worse.
Probably.
Do you think you'll see any, people from previous Fallout games, or do you think it's gonna be brand new people, brand new everything?
Well, like, it probably brand new people since, like, half of the people wouldn't have been born yet. So.
Mhm. Do you think there'll be a lot of other people from other vaults, or do you think it'll be, like, just mainly, like, the vault you come out of, and then the scavengers? Or do you think it's a lot of the other people are gonna be from vaults as well?
Probably just like other vaults.
Why do you think so?
I'm just feeling.
Do you think they're gonna add Creation Club into the newer Fallout for like purchasable
Probably.
mods? What is your opinion about Creation Club? Do you think it's a okay type of thing?
It's
do
an
you not
okay
like it?
type of thing. I mean, like, I haven't tried it. I mean, I do have, mods on my game, like, all except for Nuka World, so. Could very well be.
Do you think they're gonna add the modding system as well, or do you think that like,
Oh yeah, they'll definitely add it.
but
I mean, like,
if it did have multiplayer, that could possibly ruin it, because if that person doesn't have that mod, it probably wouldn't work for them. So if it's multiplayer, do you think that they'll still have it?
yeah.
Because I believe that they would have to both have the same mod in order for it to work. But do you think they'll finally be able to get outside assets where they can make like different things?
Probably.
And do you think they're gonna improve on the DLCs? Like, instead of them all being
Probably.
workshop? A lot of
Sorry,
rumors
I
have been going
earlier
around.
got mods and DLC mixed up. Apologies, but yeah, I do think that they'll do that.
So a lot of rumors have been going around about the release date. Do you think that they could be coming out June 31st?
Probably not.
Because Amazon recently leaked a picture of when you could buy Fallout 76, and they released it on their website, and it said that date. So do you think that that was them on like a mistake, or if that was just like a leaked date? Do you think it become true, or no?
Well, I'm actually part of a huge like I'm actually part of like I investigate a lot of leaks and stuff. So most likely, yeah.
So do you think now that it could possibly be coming really soon?
It could be. I mean, like, you just have to wait until E3, so.
Yeah. Are you excited for E3, or kind of scared, thinking like it could possibly be multiplayer? Are you afraid of it being multiplayer, or not really?
I'm kind of excited for E3. I mean, like, there's going to be new stuff, like for like different consoles and game series, and I think it'll be really good. So.
Do you think they'll add different power armor suits that could possibly just be like possibly broken down later on? Like, do you think you'll find some like, what do they call it? The EXO ones that have like the Tesla coils on them that the Enclave used?
Maybe.
And one more thing. Do you believe that you could build inside of the vault that you start in? Like, possibly go back later on? Because it's been, somebody found, like, if you were to slow down the video and, like, enhance the frames per second, you can notice that one of the trophies on the trailer say, eating food that nobody else would, like mystery meat. So it's like trophies earned from, like, doing things outside that's brave. So do you think that you'll be able to go back in there afterwards and, like, stay in there, or do you think that was just, like, this filler just for a trailer?
Well, like, it probably just they're probably adding new assets, and like, believe me, there's like a game company's just not gonna release a trailer that just doesn't show nothing. So it could very well be.
Do you think there will be a lot of raiders, or do you think not really?
Probably. I mean, like, as annoying as they are a huge part of Fallout. So.
Mm-hmm. One that a lot of people have been saying, but I personally think it's not a reasonable thing, is do you think that vehicles will be in the game? Because, like, it'll still be just after the war, so they couldn't have, there might be a couple that still work, and they could have just broken later on in the game. For, like, that's why none worked later on.
I don't think so, cause like, I feel like it would be a really buggy system to have in store.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like, as high graphics as Fallout 4 is, and like how advanced Bethesda is, there's still a lot of things going on in the script of the game, and that just might mess with it. It's a nice thought, but like, I really don't think that they would.
Mm-hmm. If they were to do DLCs, what do you think they would be based on? Do you think like they'll have a similar theme, like will they have like a futuristic one, like Mothership Zeta, or like Old World Blues from previous Fallout games? Like, what do you think the theme will be for like some of the DLCs?
Maybe.
Do you think you'll buy any of the DLCs, or you're not like?
Maybe. I'm not really a DLC type of person, or like a mod type of person. I mean, like, I just, what's it called? I just play it vanilla wise, and then I just wait until I finish the game and start replaying it again.
Do you think if they added multiplayer that it would be changed a bit? Like, do you think what would be changed?
Who's there? Hey, who's there?
Like base building. Do you think you'll be able to do different like things, like make your own shops? Or...
Probably. I mean, like, all depends.
Do you think they'll bring back weapon durability?
Maybe.
Oh. What about the Chinese assault rifle that was in Fallout 3? Do you think that'll be in it or no?
No.
Or me.
I mean, like, more things will probably be like, what's a game that's the closest to the past? Like, the closest to the year besides Fallout 76?
There was a DLC in a previous Fallout that went pretty far back. I forget the name of it, but I know there was one.
So, like, it could, like, weapons from around that time could exist.
Hey. Sure. Take a peek.
Do you think if it added DLC, do you think it'll be explorable in multiplayer with your friend?
Maybe.
My game just crashed. Nani?